Meanwhile, two women prevented from sitting behind Barack Obama because they were wearing Muslim headscarves. The center has since apologized, as you know. But how does that affect the Muslim community? And there are other instances that are they stiff-arming the Muslim community just to get their votes? Joining us right now this morning, Mohammed El-Biari, and he's a John McCain supporter and president and CEO of Freedom and Justice Foundation, as well as Cheyenne Faruqi, a Barack Obama supporter and recent law school graduate. All right, Mohammed, first off, did you at first like the way Barack Obama was approaching his candidacy as it regards to his Muslim background, and now do you feel differently?
Well, you know, to be honest, I actually was, I gave him an opportunity to kind of show us as Muslims what he intended to do for the Muslim community. I waited quite a bit before I decided that I was going to endorse a particular candidate. But to be honest, I haven't really seen much from Barack Obama other than a lot of rhetoric. And that's why, in the end, I decided that, look, when you sit down and look at what you expect each administration to do, I thought McCain was going to be the better president for America.
So, Cheyenne, this whole incident with the headscarves and telling the women to step aside and apologizing, do you feel as though that's something that would prevent him from getting your vote?
No, I'm still going to vote for Barack Obama because I think a lot of Muslim Americans are voting on ending this war. And I think that he's the stronger candidate who's moving towards bringing our troops back home safely and allowing Iraq to run itself.
Mohammed, do you find it insulting at all when Barack Obama goes out of his way to say, hey, I am not a Muslim, I'm a Christian, and let's stop these spread as if being a Muslim is bad?
Well, of course, I've had issues, just like every other Muslim, with the way he's framed that. I think that this is actually part of a bigger problem or challenge that Obama has, which is his image. He tries to craft it really, really tightly, while when we compare him to McCain, you might remember a controversy a few months back where Mitt Romney was asked if he would appoint a Muslim to his cabinet, and his response was there aren't enough Muslims to warrant such a position. But McCain's response when he was asked was, look, I'm going to appoint the best American that's qualified for the position. I'm like, what else can I really ask for? That's
what Mohammed. Cheyenne, you've heard some of these things. I mean, when you hear Barack Obama come out and say these are rumors about me being Muslim, I'm not, and make that effort, does that turn off for you?
Not necessarily, because he in fact is not Muslim, but I feel that as a candidate he's laid the groundwork down for all of us with our individual faiths to take whatever positive we can and contribute to the plurality of the American landscape. And I think that's something which Barack Obama, being a half minority himself, is something that he's also shown that it's important to him. So whatever people bring to the table as far as their religion or their faith or their culture and their race go, it's something that I feel Obama as a political candidate has better laid the groundwork for.
And one of your quotes is, you say, whatever he has to do to get elected, he's got to get votes, and you understand that. But would you like to see him use this opportunity to help out Muslims and Islam?
Well, I don't necessarily think that Muslim Americans are looking for any sort of privilege or special preference, especially not at the behest of any other demographic. I think that simply going for being equal and being acknowledged as having a political voice and as being full-fledged equal Americans is something that Muslim Americans usually strive for.
Mohammed, thanks so much for joining us. Cheyenne, great job. I appreciate both your perspectives, and of course you're going to be courted heavily down the stretch, although it looks like you're pretty dug in, Mohammed. Thanks a lot for your support.
Thanks.